Whoa. Whoa. We are live from my basement on the CPA-fol podcast. The first ever IRL guest. That's quite an honor.
Thank you for having me and for me being the debut guest here in the CPA studio. It's quite an honor. So happy to be here.
Honestly, I feel like there are few people, if any, that I would choose to be ahead of you, just because you were honestly there from the very beginning of back during the former name that was this channel, the name we will no longer speak.
We don't talk about that.
And to where we are today. And honestly, you as a content creator have grown so much, I feel, in the last year. Would you agree with that?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
We could definitely work on the editing as well as kind of the microphone situation. But other than that, in terms of ideas and scripts and growth-wise, for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, even hitting some crazy milestones
Definitely.
in 2024 has also occurred with
Both of us.
both of us. Yeah.
I think we've both reached heights that I don't think we've ever thought we would hit.
I can agree with that on my side. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that your content would hit 100K by any means, just because I think people resonate with your content. It's we're getting ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Ourselves.
I'm getting away. We have a list. We have a
packed episode.
Yes,
we have an episode.
I have this whole blue purple thing is the agenda, and the bottom literally says TBD, we could go on. So
We could. This could last hours, and us being in person means that it's going to be an even better discussion and a more real discussion.
yeah, more real, more coherent, more just raw. Like,
Exactly.
you know, it would only be better if we were like just sitting on our front porch, like a stoop or something. If we were doing
Instead, we're
something like
brewing in the basement.
Well, we're in the basement. So before we get in too deep into this amazing conversation that's going to happen, since I feel like the chat is going to be packed this episode, I hope the chat is packed this episode. I'm going to move the camera over there. We're already hitting double digits.
Wow.
10 viewers
Wow.
today. Super exciting so far. And I'm going to keep the chat. Chat, you are front and center this episode. I know last week I dropped the ball a little bit. I was live in person. I can't believe I have 2 episodes in a row where I'm like in person with someone. It's awesome. But I've got the chat right in front of us right here. And we've got our audio feed over here somewhere. So let's bring them in. Oh, first, Angry Canadian. Great to see you. I know it's been a couple weeks. You traveling the globe, on other parts of the globe. Great to see you here. Thanks for being. He's a manager. Did you know that he's a manager in the firm?
Oh wow! Oh
the
wow!
CPA firm. I know,
he's a
right?
manager in the wow.
The CPA-fol firm. It's pretty
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
Shout out to Angry Canadian for sure.
100%. Cooper, legendary
Cooper?
admin, moderator. Cannot fail with the coop. Scott Davis.
Good old Scott.
The legendary Scott.
We love Scott.
I'm not going to admit to him that I changed the start date to be later because he would feel bad, but I wanted Scott to have a chance to be a part of these streams because he's the legendary Scott. Brick Maniac, Richie the Goat. Is this
the Brick Maniac and I go way back.
Nice.
I've known the Brick Maniac since 2016. We actually used to stream together the Thursday night derailment stream back in the day. It was him, myself, Matt Smocks, Big Sue Bricks, Lucas Bricks, a few other people. It was a good time back in the day. It's like my freshman year of high school.
Wow.
So this was a while ago.
That's
so he's
crazy.
a great guy. It's good to see he's back in the community now. So that's been awesome to see.
Aaron out there, hey CPA, I love last week's stream, awesome, and yeah, it was really fun to be on site at a Bricks and Minifigs that was very new, very fresh, and I will venture to say that will not be the last time that I will be streaming there in person. Hopefully next time. I just like starting simple and building on it. So next time, hey, maybe we'll have a little bit more of a better setup, better setting. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that one can play out. Who we got next? The thing just freaked out on me.
Oh, PBJ.
PBJ Builds. Great to see you in the chat. who else we got? I think that's all for now, but I can guarantee as the stream goes on, we will start to see more and more people trickle in, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a good show tonight. And to the replay gang, we say
love
hello,
you.
and I hope you enjoy this episode as much as the live viewers did.
Yes. You will have to leave your thoughts in the comments, of course, if you weren't here able to joining us live, viewing it live, raw, and in person. Oh, there's a nice little message from the Brick Maniac.
We'll meet one day. Don't worry about it.
You haven't met him yet?
Well, he used to go to Philly Brick Fest a lot back in the day, and then by the time I was finally ready and willing to go to Philly Brick Fest, the pandemic hit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can say that word with monetization. I think I can, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
good.
Fine.
But essentially, then it was put on hold, and then it's kind of Brick World has transitioned into the main YouTube event. Nobody's really going to Philly anymore.
Nice. Well, not nice for Philly, but nice that hopefully he'll
It's
make his way.
central,
It sounds
yeah.
like he's gonna try to
It's
make
better
it to
for
Brick World
everybody now.
Chicago
It's
one
like
day.
the one show.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into the first of many bullet points tonight. I mean, we're kind of getting into it already, but like you're starting to kind of transition to a next stage of life, if you will, kind of getting out on your own, taking that next big step in your professional career. We don't have to get into that too much, of course, because we don't need to. I'm not trying to dox. Like some people on the internet, I'm not trying to dox Richie here. So kind of what's you can give us some feelings about how you're approaching this and just how you're handling it and what you expect from this next stage.
It's pretty fun, honestly.
Yeah.
It's obviously a lot more responsibilities, but that's life, more responsibility, more fun, right? I think it is nice to have things in my life that are kind of set in terms of like the YouTube channel. I think has definitely been something I've been getting back into again, more so even recently, just because I'm like, it's been a part of my life for almost 10 years at this point. And it's kind of nice to have something like that. Like as I change as a person, I have something that has stayed constant. So that's really nice to have. But it's exciting. Yeah, again, more responsibilities, but more fun. And it doesn't have to, growing up doesn't have to be bad. It's inevitable. So may as well try to enjoy it, right?
Exactly. I mean, you have to make the most of it. And it's always nice when we can take parts of our childhood with us into adulthood in a proper manner. I mean, you could look behind me and say I probably didn't do it properly. I have a lot of stuff back there, but I mean, we all get to enjoy. It's all about the community at the end of the day. That's pretty much what it's about. We all have this hobby. We all collect Lego in our own special way, and yeah, it's just fun to interact with everyone and interact with you. It's been well over a year now at this point. I think we were scrolling through DMs earlier. I think June, but probably sooner. It wouldn't surprise me if it was like May when we first started chatting.
I would say like end of May.
End of May?
Like I think you had like 100. I think I was around when you hit 100 subscribers, and now seeing you pass 20,000, I'm like, I remember the post when you hit 100, and I was like, this is pretty cool. So no, it's kind of crazy to think that I was like one of the first 100, and now here you are, way past 10K. Way past 1K, 5K, 10K.
Yeah. There will be only
right
one
now I'm just
first
a number.
100.
I'm just a number at this point.
Hey, you're a channel member though.
I am a channel member. I am an intern though.
Speaking of, hey, interns. We still love interns. You've been an intern before, and you know how much public accounting firms love interns.
Yeah.
Right?
Some would say interns get treated better than managers, so watch out, angry Canadian.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. And speaking of, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And it seems like based on the viewers versus likes, we have a lot more likes. So I'm glad to see that the likes are catching up. Oh, apparently I offended someone because it just dropped one. Anyways.
Unlike is crazy.
But thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you want to consider becoming a channel member, you certainly can. Starting out at 99 cents. Very simple, very straightforward. I think the best part about what do you think the best part about being a channel member? I feel like it's just the green name and the
green name does go hard.
It looks I mean, you stand out. It's fresh.
You're
And
like I'm in the club.
yeah, and you get that little custom made emblem that I myself made for the channel. I mean, doesn't
Like you're
get
part
much
of the
more
crew.
real
If
than
you're not
that,
a channel
yeah.
member, you're not part of the crew.
No, you're not. You're literally just a normie.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, a little special. If you're a subscriber, it helps. But channel member, oh, it worked.
Let's go.
PBJ Builds becoming an
PBJ.
intern. First new member of the stream.
There we go.
Yeah, part of the ship, part of the crew. Let's go. PBJ Builds. Now you get to see your name show up in green. And you're going to get that nice little, you can see it on screen right now. I'm sharing your message. That nice little new member emblem. If you stick around for another month, you'll be upgraded to the next level of emblem ship. I guess whatever you want to call that. So thank you. But
Appreciate
thank you so
Scott.
much. I appreciate the love. I definitely just wanted to have that lowest level just because it's not about, the memberships aren't about making money. It's partially about, I know you can appreciate the intern, associate, senior associate, manager, partner.
I love it.
From
I love it.
The public accounting hierarchy is what that was inspired by. So that's literally the only reason I have more than one level. But we love our interns here. Speaking of memberships, we can just dive right into the deep lore of our toy world. Was that venture in 2024 or 23?
The memberships
Yeah.
where I had members for like an hour and then I had like a breakdown over it and I was like, I'm done with this. That was 2023 actually. There's a video, I don't know where it is, but I had my roommate take it of me explaining the whole channel membership thing, and then I was like, I can't do this. Like, it's too much stress for me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I literally don't even have a membership video yet. I need one. I have an idea of what it's going to be. I want to green screen the whole thing and just
But
say
you have
something
members,
like,
so you're chilling.
yeah.
You don't need a video.
It's always nice to have something when they're...
Maybe the video was the mistake. It could have been.
Do you still have the video somewhere? Is it maybe still embedded in there, just not visible because your memberships are
I don't even think I
disabled?
ever put it out with the videos.
Okay.
I think I just put it on my Instagram and was like, here you guys go.
Yeah. Because I imagine you were probably expecting, like, all the fans right away would swarm in, like, even if it's just 10 people. Like, I feel like maybe you were building it up too much in your mind.
I don't know if it was that. I think I just was expecting like one person to even like respond to the message with either like stop
in.
begging for money or like oh, I'll do that later. But there was like nothing, and I was just like in my head about it for no good reason. And I was like, this is something I can work on later. I almost did it last week actually, but I was like, I don't know. I wanna get like my stuff together, for lack of a better term.
I appreciate that.
Like in terms of like shorts and reels and like getting back to normal content and live streaming before I venture into that.
Yeah.
Like take it one step at a time.
No, yeah, that's fair for sure. And as I'm sure you're well aware, doing live streams is the best way. As we saw by PBJ Builds, doing live streams is certainly the best way to get memberships. So if you keep doing that, I know we were talking about it earlier before dinner. We broke rice. We broke rice together, green beans.
Yeah, we grow.
Yeah. So we had a little dinner, chatted over some candlelight. I guess Mrs. CPA was somewhere. Was she there? I don't even remember. I think it was just us.
She's like, yeah, too much Lego talk.
So, but with you getting back into content, we were talking about your approach continuously evolving, continuously growing. I feel like it's only best if we just start at the very beginning. I feel like that could be a long conversation, so we can just go as high level as we can. And I know we talked about it somewhat in our Brickworld hype stream.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we stay away from how it surrounds Brickworld and more so just sticks to the Lego community, I feel like we could dig into some good things with when you started way back in the day. And that actually reminds me.
By the way, real quick, I want to apologize if my eyes keep bouncing around. I am not used to doing in-person content, especially with having multiple monitors while streaming, where one is the chat, one is a picture of myself. And again, when you don't do in-person content, you know, you're like, wow, I'm on video, you know, like you're looking at your hair and it's the other way. So if I brush my hair this way, it's the opposite on the camera. It's a lot. It was a lot to even get a thumbnail picture of me.
Dude,
like I was goofing off the whole time. It was terrible.
I had to bring him back in. Also,
let's check on the chat real quick, by the way.
ACOB says also do Brick World History Live. We could save that for a future IRL stream if you're down for it.
Oh, I'm always down. Always down.
A whole breakdown of Brick World
up.
history. We'll go year by year. We need pictures too.
If I don't have to do the setup of the camera and the lights and the microphones, I will be there. Because CPA was setting up all this, and I'm just sitting there, and it's like I have a legitimate excuse for not helping. I don't know any of this stuff. I can't help you. I'm just sitting there chilling, just looking at the Legos, you know.
This is like it's like Shy setting up, except it's like set up 0.5, like version 0.5. If Shy's the 1.0, I'm the 0.5 because you know he's got like the 3 camera set up. I've just got one, and I'm happy with that.
If there was more lights here, more cameras, oh man, that would be a.
It would be a lot.
I'd be going crazy.
It would be a lot. Hey, maybe eventually we'll have one day.
We got to check on this chat, though, real quick. We got a whole squad up in here. So, Papa Rex 7567, good evening. Hello from CPA and myself. We have, can we scroll up? I'll do the hellos to people. That's all right. I'm going to take over. We got the one and only Sean Acob. How we doing? Great to see you here tonight. Mayo Hosco, the one and only. Yes, I'm in the studio. It's great to be here. The candlelit dinner was a thing. We don't need to talk about the question. Somebody might have said no.
Get out. Well, I mean, one day, Sean, we can make it happen. I'm sure we can make it happen. We need to just like fit everyone down here.
We could do it. I did have like Shy always talks about in his podcast, as I mentioned with you earlier, when he enters a person's Lego area, like it's like a wow, and that happened with me.
Yeah, I was actually
wowing the whole time. Just
I was
looking
kind
around.
of surprised at how shocked he was, because I guess I'm numb to it. I see it every day, so it's like, oh yeah, it's all back there, and then there's a table over there. There's a little shelf back there with some Star Wars stuff, and oh yeah, I forgot about that one right there.
Yeah, and I immediately was like, within like a minute, I was like, hey, just so you know, like. Which thank goodness Shy has mentioned that on his show, because if he did not, I would not be able to kind of verbalize how I was feeling, and that could have been kind of an issue when I'm walking into your house and I'm just like, oh, like you know, it's like
putting it all together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
because you mentioned right when you came in, you're like, this is where the original studio was upstairs, and I kind of blanked. I was like, what? I guess. But yeah, because for those of you who don't know, this is, at this point, over a year ago. In September 2023, I changed over, moved everything downstairs, and because it all was upstairs in the main living room. And, of course, Mrs. CPA wasn't going to be about that life. And I'm kind of glad she pushed me to move everything downstairs, because it's a lot better.
This is a better
It's
setup.
so much better. Yeah, there's just more room. I can control the variables a little more. Got a lot of lights, a lot more ceiling lighting, so it works better all around.
Titanium J, how you doing tonight? Great to see you here.
I have a desk now. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm not using the dinner table we ate at. That was my quote unquote desk.
that was. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So
I remember you you throwing Bionicle on there.
That was one of the earlier streams.
That was.
Yeah.
As you're still trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, they're trying to decide what was CPA-fol. Who was CPA-fol? At that point, it was just
It was a different name.
Yeah, it was just CPA. You know, I tried to get at CPA.
Yeah.
I messaged the person who owned it.
Oh, you went that hard to actually try to get it?
I shouldn't say I messaged them, because I guess I did message them on Facebook, maybe. But I commented on one of their YouTube videos and said, hey, I have a question. And they said, yes, how can we help you? I said, more or less, can I have your username? And they didn't respond. So I had to give up on that.
You know what they say? The worst they can say is no.
They
You didn't
said
get a no.
and some.
You
Well,
didn't get a no.
to be fair, I'm still waiting on the answer. It could be coming any moment now. What if it could? I'm waiting for the notification to pop up. I'll let you all know if it happens. Going back, I was looking up on your channel when you created your YouTube channel, 2015. Did you know that you're coming up on 10 years?
I don't want to talk about it.
10 years as a YouTuber. So I do have a channel that I created in 2013. It was a gaming channel. It didn't get really much anywhere. But you've kept up on and off for 10 years.
Well, the channel should have been founded in 2012. You can blame my parents for that.
Uh-oh. Did they say no YouTube?
They said no YouTube channel, but what they said is you can still make videos. So from 2012 to 2015, I probably recorded dozens, probably up to 100 videos, including reviews, hauls, Lego store tours, all this kind of stuff, and was never able to upload it. Some of them I did upload to my father's computer, but for others of them, I ran out of space on my camera, so I just deleted them. But there are some videos I do have on his computer. So maybe one day I'll do a kind of from the vault type video.
That's a bit of lore I didn't know.
Yeah.
Before today, that you had the drive to create videos before you have the official start of your channel, but you just weren't able to for safety reasons, I guess.
I had different names. For a time, I was the Block Show. An obvious reference to the Brick Show.
Oh yeah.
I think I was Epic Lego Warrior for a time. And then eventually I landed on the name Our Toy World because the goal was Lego was going to be the bread and butter. But around that time, I was starting to get into the Black series a little bit. People were doing a lot of like those. Remember those like surprise eggs? I don't know if you ever saw that, but in like the mid 2010s, there were a bunch of people doing what's it called? These like Lego surprise egg not Lego, but surprise eggs. And they just
sounds
would, like,
familiar.
open it up.
It sounds familiar.
It was definitely more geared towards kids than like a junior high kid, but for every reason I was like, I want to make an egg and then like take out toys, and it's like a whole like surprise unboxing even though I know what's in it.
Yeah.
And then I just was into a variety of toys at that time. Lego was obviously the number one, but I was like, I'm gonna do toy content in general, and I just never did. So I have the name. I don't even really go by the name. It feels like I'm always like, it's Richie. Like people know me as Richie.
I feel like you're always Richie, Our Toy World.
That's
how I kind of.
it
always
that is,
comes
that's
out.
like, oh, it's Richie, Our Toy World.
Yeah,
that's a great point actually.
Literally, that's how I've seen you on many occasions, or seen people refer to you as. But no, that's crazy that you were originally not. Well, you were always going to do Lego was always going to be a focus, but trying to branch out into other areas.
Yeah, it never happened though.
No, it did.
But my name within the Block Show was going to be Dr. Brick, and then
Dr. Brick.
It actually is funny because the lore of the Block Show actually is it started as my neighborhood Lego club. So when I was in 5th grade, I rounded up about 5 or 6 of the neighbors, and we started Lego Club. So each of us had nicknames. I was Dr. Brick. One of the guys was 2x2. The youngest of the group, I think he was like, so I was like a 5th grader at the time. Maybe he was 2nd grade. I don't know why, but I was like, I'll loop him in. His name was Duplo. I think I gave him that name too. Or maybe he was
genius.
1st grade even. I have no clue, but I was like, I'm not going to it was all the people on the bus stop, right? They like all got off in like the same like street area. And it was like, I'm not going to exclude the kid, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So he was Duplo. One of them was 2x2. Overall,
that's
there
hilarious.
were how many kids? 6 kids. There were 2 sets of brothers. And then it actually lasted a while. So we started that like August 2012. We'd host it on every Monday, I think, at different people's houses. Just build Legos, watch some Lego YouTube, do that kind of stuff. It ended up lasting till like March. But then 2 people ended up like having beef or they wanted more control.
Yeah.
It's like for like elementary school kids, right? But
it starts young.
So yeah, that was the whole idea.
Was that did you make content out of that, or that was just a hangout?
Like, I mean, like, my whole goal was content.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, let's, like, get a YouTube channel going and let's, like, start collaborating with people. Like, I remember I actually made a list of people I wanted to collaborate with. I never wrote it down, but like Brick Show was on there,
Mhm.
Brick Queen was on there, Night Shroud 99 was on there, and here I am. I'm a 10-year-old kid in 2012 thinking I'm gonna collaborate with the Brick Show and Brick Queen, right?
Didn't you eventually go on to do maybe not a full-on collaboration, but like interviews and stuff with Brick Show, at least?
Brick Show, I have a picture with them,
Okay.
with Jason specifically
Yeah.
from 2016 at Brick World Chicago. And then Brick Queen I've never met or really
Okay.
talked to, but she does follow me on Instagram.
Oh.
And that is a flex that I flex. I'm like, that's cool.
He's flexing it. So that, I mean, and that's so those are the main people that were in the inn at that point as far
Yeah.
as creators that you looked up to.
Yeah, Brick Show, Brick Queen, they were my go-tos. Just Too Good a few months after I started watching her back in what? I don't know when. I vividly remember her finding Mr. Gold. So by the time June 2013 rolled around, I knew who Just Too Good was, but I can't remember when I specifically started watching her. But it was sometime that 5th grade year.
Yeah.
I remember it.
And that
Because I know what her like first Lego review was, which is not on YouTube.
that's
It's like
crazy.
stuff like that. Like I can tell people like
The archive.
like-
We are talking to the walking, talking archive
they're
of the
like,
Lego community.
like it's like I can't tell you a date I started watching her, but I know what her first review is,
Yeah.
and it isn't up on YouTube, so that says a lot.
Yeah, certainly does. I mean, and just from kind of my own interest, when did Ryan really come on the scene?
For me, I don't know. I started like watching him more specifically in like 2017, I think.
Okay,
But he
so a
was
bit
doing a
newer,
lot of
yeah.
like reviews, but then also a lot of drop tests.
Yeah, that's right. Those were going kind of.
That's what I remember specifically him from back when I was watching it,
Mhm.
you know. But like Brick Show and Brick Queen, they had it down to a formula. Like it was so different back in the day, right? Because nowadays it's all, I don't know, it's like back in the day it was like if you knew how to review a set and you could do it consistently and like just with decent enough quality,
Yeah.
you were golden.
Yeah.
You were golden. It's obviously a completely different world now, for better or worse. I think it for the better, honestly. Because now if you want reviews, you can go to a variety of people.
Mhm.
And it isn't the same format anymore, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, certainly offering new demand, or I guess new supply into the market creates the average being down here, adding more people into it, pushing the average up, just theoretically makes better content for
Yeah.
everyone to consume. Of course, with the current trends of content and social media, that can have some adverse effects. But I feel like for the most part, the people that make good content are going to get views. And I mean, you and I have seen that with someone who just dropped a video today. We've seen that very, very immensely. So it's always interesting to me to see how the landscape has changed over the past, well, at this point, 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kind of crazy to think.
certainly is very crazy. And then specifically with your YouTube content, you've kind of cultivated a YouTube channel that can sustain the ups and downs of, I want to make content right now, I don't want to make content right now, I don't feel like it. Oh, I'm coming back. Let's make it. Make a video that gets a couple thousand views and is probably still growing.
Mhm.
Like, what your approach and style is mostly would you even call it like anthology in a way? More of just like the
I just call it straight
encyclopedia.
video essays.
Yeah, I mean, video essays. I'm trying to be
it's
a little
so
bit more
simple. I mean,
Yeah.
video essays is really not descriptive enough. I'd say I do lore videos.
Mhm.
I do deep dives. I do maybe more planned out commentary versus just taking a mic and saying
Yeah.
how I feel.
Yeah.
Anthology, I guess you could call it that. Yeah.
Because you're choosing random things. There's not necessarily a set path, a set
No, not
being
at
like
all.
this is you can tell where you're going next, because you can't really tell where you're going next because you just kind of make what's interesting to you, what's intriguing to you.
Sometimes I will take news and use that to kind of form a
Mhm.
commentary, but that's rare.
which you did that a couple months ago, and did that video just do too well?
Oh, the Johnny Thunder one?
No,
Which are you talking about?
the M&R.
Oh, yeah. That one did well, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want that out there, kind of thing.
Yeah,
you don't have to tell me if you don't
no,
want to. We can move on.
It didn't represent the channel well, I don't think.
That's fair.
So
Which, yeah, I mean,
I think I'm moving off the whole YouTube kind of commentary thing and more so moving off the YouTube thing for now, because it's like I want that to be part of the channel, but not as much as it is.
yeah, no, that's fair.
So
because I mean, if you look across your videos,
like there is some YouTube in there, but it's not all. You know, it's more so original Lego themes that I'm really trying to do right now. Yeah. So I don't even touch licensed themes, which is kind of crazy. Well, when I do touch licensed themes, doesn't do well.
Yeah, I mean, because you've definitely cornered the niche on original themes and the history behind them, and how not a lot of people do that in a way that you've been doing it. I feel that I've seen, at least. So I think that cornering that area and not touching licensed themes probably is doing you a great service.
I'd like to think so. I guess we'll find out, right? I mean, like, I do want to touch licensed again.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
I think I could. The times I have touched licensed themes, it hasn't done too well. But I think that's also because of how did I present that video? Like, for example, like, if we look through my channel, right? If you can just scroll down, actually. Like, the last time I actually touched a licensed theme was that Spider-Man or the superhero one. That video is like very lazily edited. It's straight face cam, not like a little bit of face cam. It's way more than usual. Yeah. The video doesn't even look like depressing. It looks like a great image of Spider-Man. And it's like, I think it would have been better when like the downfall, more like negative. Yeah. Instead of like so like positive. Like, I don't know, it seems positive. Instead I should have been like, Lego superhero themes are dying, and then like explain a solution, So, and then some videos, I change the titles. I mean, why Lego fans are sick of classic space. I mean, that's that video has some hate on it, and I don't even know why I'm keeping that up, but I am. The comments are nice.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably had a bunch of old falls in there.
I mean, this was a really bad era for the channel, honestly. Those 3 videos. Those videos were all rushed, if I can be honest with you. So rushed script writing, rushed editing. But the greatest Lego Pirates faction, I think, is where I started to figure it out and be like, okay, this is how I actually want to present videos. Yeah. Because it's all experimentation at the end of the day. That's what you have to realize with YouTube. Even if somebody's huge, they're still experimenting constantly. Like, they're always making small tweaks, titles, thumbnails, the software you're using, the equipment, how you want to structure things. Are you writing scripts? Are you not? It's always a journey. And I think it's really important to like keep that mindset up because it keeps it engaging. But also, I mean, it's better for your viewers.
Yeah. I mean, always getting better, always making better content in the long run is just better for literally everyone. So
we should scroll up, though, and check in on this chat.
So we've got BFAB hopping in. YouTube is such a fun game to figure out. That it is. I mean, you think you have it figured out, and then it's a random Wednesday night, and you throw together a random short, and it just pops off, and and you're like, guess I'm doing this now, because it's fun to
You have to roll with it.
But did you ever have a moment like that where you sort of stumbled upon something that really worked out?
I would say the video that really changed it all for me in terms of my channel was The Dark Truth Behind Lego Islanders, which that was an amazing title. Because it's like, what am I going to be talking about in that? Which is just the lore. I didn't talk about any, for lack of a better term, I don't want to get into whether or not Lego is doing the right thing with that. That's a whole other issue that I don't think I'm qualified to talk on. But it just was the lore of like, did the Lego Islanders kill all the pirates? But that video, I remember it immediately just started doing good. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, it's a simple thumbnail. It's so niche. It's not Lego Pirates. It's Lego Islanders, a faction of the pirates. And it's doing amazing. And that video really changed everything. But then also, if we can scroll down a little bit, we're on my channel, so that's one of the cool things.
I could add a.
I think. Oh, you could share it.
I could share it if I so chose. You can keep talking and I'll.
I think something else that changed for me though was also like having older videos and going back and changing the thumbnail and the title and seeing it do much better than it had been. And that was like, okay, like if I represent something, I can still get an idea across. Just the presentation, like the immediate presentation is so important. And it's something you never even think about. And also, like, I don't know, like the Legos failed city theme, like I was like, that's not going to do anything. Like the more niche you go sometimes is when it actually works out, at least for me. Again, and I'm making different content than most people are. But yeah, no, it's been fun. It really has been. But I would say that dark truth behind Lego Islanders, because that shot up immediately, and I'm like, okay, like I think I might have something on my hands here.
Yeah. I remember being that one of the ones, early ones that I saw.
Live reaction.
So let's see when that was posted. July 15th. Yeah, so we were chatting then, and kind of, I was seeing how you were doing, seeing what kind of things you were making. Obviously, you can see that I did watch the full thing, even though it doesn't look like I did.
He's purposely sabotaging my channel. He watches part of it and purposely leaves. So
I have to be the only channel getting views. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, no, it's always interesting to see what works. But I'm glad to hear more than I have in the past about how a video like this affected how you made content. Did you ever go back and change any of these thumbnails, or was that just the style you had used previously?
Scroll down and I'll find you some ones that changed. The Lego can save their superhero themes. I changed a few times, but it's practically always looked that way. Keep scrolling. The Pirates one. Oh, I changed that one big time. So Redbeard was always on it, but originally it was a different picture of Redbeard, and it was literally just the Lego Pirates logo, and underneath was like the first wave. And the CTR was terrible, and the name of the title was like Lego Pirates Retrospect Part 1, or like the first years. And I was like, just horrendous branding. And when I uploaded the second part, which was the Greatest Lego Faction, which that one my old Discord helped me choose. I was like, what do I call this? Like, do I call it Lego Pirates Retrospect Part 2 or something different? And they're like, something different. And I did that, and it blew up. And I'm like, okay, let me go back and change just one of the early years of Lego Pirates, simplify the thumbnail, and now it's at almost 20K, which I didn't even know it had that.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling. How one theme changed Lego forever. Before it wasn't Ninjago. It was just like a random Lego character with text on the side. And I'm like, I'll throw Ninjago on there. That's what it's about. Keep scrolling. I see BFab's in the chat, and he actually helped this one out immensely. The How Did Lego. We need to update the chat, too.
Yeah,
there's
plenty
of people
out
here.
Goodness. Firebird Bricks hopped on, and all of a sudden, everyone wants a piece. Because, I thank you so much that I'm your favorite Deadpool channel, because you are my favorite Minecraft Lego channel. But seriously, though, crazy big kudos on that video. Amazing doing. I haven't even checked it in a while to see what the latest views are. You'll have to update us with
Had
the
100
studio.
ball.
Woo, crazy.
Congrats, Firebird. Well deserved.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What up, BFab again?
BFab. We'll see you at the drama free.
Firebird just saying sup.
That was for the Islanders one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Scott loves the Islanders. I remember that, actually. PFAP, yeah,
constantly go through old videos. That's something that I need to do, even if I know the video might not resurge or revive the video. I feel like it's more of just a personal. I want to be able to scroll through my YouTube channel and be like, yes, that looks good. I've found my niche, and I'm still working on like what I have definitely a set style that I start with, but I might switch or might stray from that. But just being able to look through and being aesthetically pleased with how your thumbnails look.
It's great for the branding too.
Yeah.
It doesn't even, at that point, it's not even about like, is it gonna re-blow up? It's like, does it look good? Does it look consistent with what I'm putting out now? So it's valuable to subscribers.
Oh yeah, because you might have those people that go back and binge all your videos, and it's definitely a possibility.
There's no better feeling than a person commenting for the first time on your channel, and then you get a notification a couple minutes later they commented again on another video or even another. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, I do. I love Richie's thumbnails. Super clean. I love just the style of blurry background with the minifigure
and
right
saturation
up. And I definitely have taken some inspiration of that between you and Brickmaster Harry with trying more of a textured or blurry background. It's huge. I think it just looks all around, adds a different layer to that. So, okay, I don't want to get to that. I saw it. I saw what you did. Angry.
We'll get there in a second, though. You got some great comments here from Brick Maniac and Firebird.
Clever Pig, another. Love his. Do you ever watch any of Clever Pig stuff?
I think I might have, but you'll have to put me on. What does he do?
Ooh. But first, I'm going to show you this little.
Damn! Wow.
In case you're wondering, Firebird dropped another 20K to the. Dropped another 20K on his Minecraft mech. That must have been in the last. Sorry. We were missing another 7K. We were missing another 7K to his video. Oh my goodness.
While we're eating dinner, it hit 100.
He's
right?
Literally. We were joking about this earlier. I was joking about this earlier with Firebird. These are shorts views numbers. Like if I had a short that was doing this, I would be very pleased in the first 12 hours getting 130K. I'd be like, the short's gonna probably get 2-3 million. That's crazy.
Firebird, I'm making a Lego castle mech video. Can you edit it for me?
His rate just went up. But yeah, no, Clever.
As it should. As it should.
Clever Pig makes he focuses on the cars, like Technicars, Speed Champs, and even non-Lego brand building block Technic cars.
Sick.
So his views, he'll have like a random video that gets like 20K. He only has like I think he's still under 2K subs, but he's acting like a 5K.
Subs are so different now. It's so weird.
It honestly doesn't mean anything, but yeah. Another comment from Brick Maniac. I'll read it to you like he's here reading it. I don't know what he sounds like, but I'll just assume this is.
I don't know what he sounds like either. I haven't heard him in a while. I assume his voice is deepened.
Your content is definitely a breath of fresh air, Richie. The Lego YouTube scene has definitely changed since the days when I was uploading for the better.
My content was so bad back in the day. It was terrible. I wouldn't even watch it. I'm like, if I'm not going to watch it, why would anyone else?
If anyone is considering making YouTube content, this is a great place to start. And this is free. Like, Firebird should probably be charging us for this. I should be giving him a super chat on my own live stream because he offered up this information. How you start with a video idea. And I'll break this out a little bit just with some conversations I've had with him. And you can fill in any gaps if you want. Or do you, I'm sure you're very familiar with this. Is this a metric that you start out?
No.
No?
No, I don't. And that's an issue. I know I should. I've known I should.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah. It's always nice when you start with the video. I feel like, I've started with the opposite end, and I've theoretically wasted 30 to 40 hours between a couple of videos, whereas I could have saved that time to put something else. But it was a video that I wanted to make, even if I knew it wasn't going to get very good views. But starting with the idea, it has to be something that you know something about, can contribute to the community, can do something about, that also has some sort of niche or has some sort of audience for. Like, your idea has to have an audience. I'll just put myself on blast. When I made that, I'm sure you watched the first half year Lego financial performance results that I posted.
Yeah.
So that one was, as an accountant, it fit perfectly. I was able to analyze it in a way that I thought most others probably wouldn't have been able to. However, there unfortunately was not a very big audience for that that video. So starting out with the idea, do people want to watch this thing? Then going to your thumbnail. You can talk about thumbnails. You know a thing or two about thumbnails, don't you?
How about you keep going on this, and I'll explain how terrible my process is. Can we do that? Can we do that instead?
Let's go for it. So
That's not putting the
thumbnail.
mic down.
Thumbnail, of course. Thumbnail is the first thing that anyone is going to see when they click or attempt to click. When they get an impression. There, let's use YouTube terminology. When they get an impression, a thumbnail is going to be the first thing they see. So you have to convince them with the thumbnail that they need to click on this video. Then that goes into the idea first of, if the thumbnail is going to make them want to click on it, is the idea or topic something that they are going to want to see. So those kind of work together. But of course, chicken comes before the egg in my mind. So the chicken is the idea, thumbnail is the egg that births the click-through rate. Then the title's next, because the Islanders, like someone, we could even just throw that up there and have someone think like, why is that video gonna do well? Or let's pull up one of your police, perfect example. Maybe playing a little bit to the culture, not intentionally, I'm sure.
I mean, I knew, but it was not. I did not expect it to do this.
Yeah,
I thought it would get like 5K max.
Yeah,
I was happy when it hit that.
So if we break down this with Firebird's flowchart, idea, thumbnail, title, video, idea, Lego City Police
is not as good as it once was.
Thumbnail.
Look
at that thumbnail. Like, what went? You see the big words. What went? Well, you see what went, and then wrong and big, and then you see a policeman in Legos. You're like, okay, what? That intrigues me. Then this genius title, the downfall of Lego Police. Once again, we talked about.
I'm saying it's bad.
Yeah.
Now you want to find out why.
Yeah. Or you're just like, the downfall of Lego City Police. Does this have anything to do with like the current culture of how people feel about police? So you're kind of, whether unintentionally, you're playing the audience to trick. You're basically trying to trick the audience into clicking on your video, and then getting them hooked by producing a solid video that they can relate to and that they can engage with. So that was my half attempt at. No, that was my full attempt at trying to basically break this out for anyone who's curious. So.
Here's my method. I go idea, I write a script, I make a video, and then I have a panic attack on Friday night, and I start DMing people and reaching out on Discord for what should my title be and what should my thumbnail be. That is the worst idea possible. Okay, I will admit I usually have an idea of what a thumbnail could be, and my thumbnails are pretty quick to whip up. It's overall pretty simple. Find some images, throw them in a background remover,
Keep going.
Grab what's it called? Throw them in a AI enhancer, throw them into Canva. We're chilling. The title is where I start to freak out.
Yeah.
I've had some success, but when I do it the other way around, which I think I have before, it does work a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Space Police, I knew the title was going to be The Scary World of Lego Space Police, and I knew for the thumbnail I wanted to go for a 3-character thumbnail.
Nice.
So I knew that before, but making it before is a whole different thing versus having it in your idea. If you make it, you're like, I'm committed to this. How does the video then follow up on this thumbnail too? Because then, if you think about it that way, then you're never misleading your audience. Mm-hmm. If you have the title and the thumbnail, you're like more inclined to actually follow it. I mean, you could still mislead them, but it's not a big, like, in terms of accidentally misleading them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I had been like, I'll
I made, you know what I mean? Example of no, it wasn't accidental. Let's be honest. Let's be straight up real.
We are so behind on the comments, but in a good way.
In the
like
best possible way. Honestly.
We are like not even following what our idea was. And again, for everybody watching, my eyes are like darting around because I'm not used to this. Again, there's no issue, but it's just the truth.
So here's an example of misleading your audience. A little clicky. Lego is canceling modulars, and then I did add this sort of later, so that wasn't the initial video.
Oh, okay. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. Someone in the comment made sure to call me out on that. They literally said video at the time of this title at the time of this comment. Lego modulars are canceled. So yeah, I did get called out.
They let
there.
the people know.
Oh, they apparently had to.
I was here when it had a different title.
So that's a good example of sort of misleading, but I mean, in a way, I was sort of right, I guess. Did you watch that video by chance?
I think I was gone.
It's fine if you didn't.
I was gone.
So
I don't watch Lego content when I'm gone. I want
fair.
nothing to do with Lego when I'm
Fair.
gone.
That's fair.
That's why I leave.
So, and another good example of when I did not use this style is when I did my this video right here. The pandemic was the best thing for Lego. I did not have a have a title. I did not have a thumbnail. All I literally had was an idea and a video. I had the beginning and the ending. So, what was it? That was the...
It was originally, wasn't it Lego's results will shock you?
Yeah. I think
was that one of them?
It may have been even worse than that.
It was like Lego's 2024 or 2020 something results will shock you. Oh, there's Firebird.
Yeah, I used some of his footage. I do keep the historical titles.
Wait, how many viewers do we have?
But real quick, we'll go over the... I keep all the title history in the description just in case I want to go back. So it was Lego's 2024 performance may shock you.
Mm-hmm.
Lego has doubled since COVID. Here's how. COVID was the best thing for Lego. The pandemic was the best thing for Lego. The Lego owners are rolling in. Actually, no, I think I started down here and then kind of went up. Yeah, so it was a big mess, to say the least. Like, I was not in a good spot with that video. Super proud of the video. Like, I am insanely proud of how it turned out. I think the quality for me is very high, but it just wasn't it. Unfortunately, I should have followed this. I think if I would have had that thumbnail when I started the video, I probably would have 3K, maybe.
Or maybe you would have just never made it. That sounds bad. That sounds terrible. I think...
I should not have made that video. I should have spent more time making this video actually good. Because I didn't have a thumbnail for this video either.
Yeah, when you don't have a thumbnail, you start stressing, and then you panic, and then you don't do it right.
I will say, though, my table videos where I use the tabletop, they always do pretty well.
Like the train station one.
I do them on lives mostly, where I do like that.
Oh, I like that.
Where you have
that's clean.
The sets look like they're sitting on a tabletop. It just does. I think it does better. Yeah, like that's a good example.
Oh, I never even noticed that.
That's a good example.
That's something you had to point out to me. That's cool though. I like that. It's like a little differential, which is better than the straight solid color background, right? I don't know.
You'll never guess who I got that from.
I don't know.
And of course, I'm not sharing this on screen, so you guys are just peeping into our conversation right now is pretty much what's going on here. He did it right there.
Oh, that looks a lot better.
Yeah. A little cleaner because it was just one set kind of thing in that respect. Yeah. I wanted to go for the, they're all jam-packed in there. Are they worth the money? But
1K on a live stream is damn good.
Dude, clever pig. Anytime I do a live stream with him, it's guaranteed to do well. Look at this one. 823 views on a live stream after the fact. He's got
I feel bad I haven't
something
watched
special.
him. The issue with me and YouTube is I don't even I subscribe to people, right? But I don't even check my subscriptions feed anymore. I just trust the algorithm. So my algorithm is all like Lego Video Essay or like straight like system stuff. It doesn't get over to Technic much. So I'll have to willingly change that. But you'll send me his stuff later, I assume.
Oh yeah, I can send you his stuff. All right, let's get into it.
BFAB loves our thumbnails. Thank you, BFAB.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's been a long time coming with my thumbnails. Certainly. Mayo Hasko is a binger. I don't know. He binge
watches. Like there are times where you'll get like 20 comments from him in like a couple hour period.
Oh,
it's a great feeling.
Hopefully he's not a binge drinker. Unless you're drinking water.
Oh, gotta scroll back up. Keep scrolling.
What the?
Keep scrolling.
Oh my goodness.
I've been saying this.
All right. Well, first of all, I saw a pop up on screen. Angry Canadian with the 5 gifted membies. I'm actually really curious what level it made you gift at, because I would either feel really bad, but then also maybe I can buy more D&D minifigs, honestly. So, yeah. But who got the memberships? It's not letting me click on it. BFAB got a membership. Nick and Bricks got a membership. Studlake got a membership. That's a well-deserved membership from Studlake. Paul John's Life and Liam Bricked the Bed all got memberships. That is so crazy. Yeah, it has been a minute since you've done this, but appreciate your support. He's already a manager. Like,
just become partner. Do it.
Oh no, then I'd have to pay Mrs. CPA to be a partner, because the whole thing was that no one could be above her level. Oh, that'd be tough.
That's tough.
Oh, Cooper. I feel bad for Cooper. He didn't get gifted a membership.
YouTube algorithm. YouTube figure it out. Oops.
Dude, come on, YouTube. Gift him a membership. Yeah, I know. Anger Canadian is the absolute legend.
Cooper, I meant do it.
I don't remember what he was. What were we talking about? Where he's
maybe just like in terms of
going through the process flow.
Oh, I think is what I'm gonna follow that next time, like for next week's video for sure. Because I've been having issues with that, where I'm wasting time and getting stressed out on a Friday night for no reason when the video is done.
Yeah, Cooper just got the lurkers. Now we know who. That's the only way we can find out who the lurkers are, is just to if everyone gifts enough memberships, then we'll know who all the lurkers are. I think that's a solid plan. Do you? Guys, we have 21 viewers. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Anger Canadian. I wish you could choose who you gift the members to. That would be cool. But okay, Mayo, you're
doing this the right way.
Your thumbnail better be absolute fire. I hope it's absolute fire. That would be awesome. I can't wait to see that thumbnail, because it better have that Richie touch. All right, what are we going?
Oh, I like that comment from Clever Pig.
Oh, dude. You eat with your eyes first. Wait, what does Gordon Ramsay sound like? Pass the lamb sauce. Where's the lamb sauce?
That's pretty good. I'd say so myself.
Gordon Ramsay, specifically in reference to your thumbnails, probably. You eat with your eyes first. Yes, you certainly do. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, man, BFAB literally just throwing out great things to not get us through chat,
and also not get us through our whole list of ideas on Instagram.
Real quick before we get into that one, I'll throw out another shameless plug. Make sure you like the stream. Based on the numbers, it would appear that most everyone has liked the stream, but certainly want to encourage anyone with any new viewers showing it. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe if you're new here. We're currently at 21 likes.
We got
an 11 new member. Oh my!
Wow!
I saw that BFAB. Yeah. Don't think I didn't see that little thing pop up. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Okay, question for you gentlemen, or anyone. Why do you make YouTube videos? I'm gonna let you start this one out. Why do you make YouTube videos?
I make YouTube videos because it gives me a creative outlet. It allows me to kind of have another social outlet as well. but one that also provides me with a necessary amount of alone time that I need just to function throughout the week. Gives me a chance to make a little bit of money, which doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And I'd say, I don't know, it just gives me a chance to like share my hobby with others and also like talk about the things I want to talk about. And I'm lucky enough I'm at a point with my channel where even though I do a lot of niche things, I've gotten to the point where I can talk about unique things and there are people that are willing to care and listen. And I don't know, in a world where everybody has their own opinion and is always sharing their voice, to have a place where I can share how I feel about different things, even if it's just Lego, it means a lot. I will say that. It really does mean a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. And we were honestly even talking about that earlier. Man, it always comes back to dinner, doesn't
Always.
it?
Always.
So many conversations had over the dinner table. We should just stream from there next time.
We could.
Just stream over a candlelit dinner.
We can do like a 6-hour stream next time.
Oh my goodness. So making YouTube, why do you make YouTube videos? Well, man, that can be a long question. I had my old channel, my gaming channel, and I started watching Lego YouTube after COVID in like late 2020. And I thought, I have a bunch of Lego sets. It'd be fun to make YouTube videos on doing just reviews, just straight up reviews. And then trying to do the web reviews as well. Some videos are doing well. Like I have every time I think about this, I'm so mad that it's on that channel and not my current channel, because it got 5K views, which was really solid. I would take 5K views right now, so it's still solid. But it was it's back in the closet. The Darth Vader Sith art, the big one. I did a review over that, and yeah. So stuff like that, doing reviews. I started out with that, and then I realized, I'm kind of limiting myself by this brand, the gaming brand. So then I decided, time to make a new channel. I mean, there was never any real intention to make money or get a ton of subscribers. It was more so just, honestly, a scrapbook of what I like about Lego, and my Lego collection was honestly the intention behind it. I've always had a desire to make videos and to try and get better over time at making videos. So there's always that. And then it's definitely evolved over the past year with hitting different things. I mean, I'm sure like when you get that one video that does really well, you're like, I want to get that again. I want to hit that again. I want to get that next. If it's a short, I want to get the next milli short or a 500K short or whatever. Or
and if you can do it once, you can do it again.
I mean, honestly, you just gotta follow the formula. Hope, at least for shorts, hope the algorithm, hope the people want it at that moment. For videos, it's you have to work harder for sure. But if you make the good content and it's relevant and you follow that process flow, it's definitely there. So yeah, I feel like the answer is basically it's similar for probably most everyone. Oh, last, obviously, community, like getting involved in the community, meeting other AFOLs is a huge aspect of it for me. And I was fortunate to have that happen like within the first 2 months, mainly because of Brick World.
Yeah. Definitely. Sorry. I'm not used to showing myself. I'm getting a little vain. I need a haircut. What can I say? Should have worn a hat.
No hats. This is a hat. Actually, it's not a hat free zone. You could put the Mandalorian helmet on if you wanted.
No.
Good.
I'm not doing that.
No. So yeah, I mean, that's a really great question that I honestly should ask any guest that I have on. I should ask them that question.
Why?
So
Why?
I might have
Why
to.
are you here?
I might have to.
We might have to skip some of these.
Gordon Ramsay I was wondering why Firebird was talking about Gordon. I'm like, who's Gordon? Gordon has 21 million subs, so it's actually possible he said that. I probably could have. BFAB, kudos to CPA. I've been watching him go from around 300 to 20K. It has been a wild ride, to say the least. But we're not here about me. We're here about Richie and his contributions. BFAB, I recently moved to a city where I do not speak the primary language. 2,000 miles from family. Wanted to make videos to talk to some like-minded people. Wow, that's a clever pig lore drop. I didn't know about that. That's crazy. That's really cool. Yeah, Cooper, hit that like button. Kathleen, what's up? How's it going? Great to see you hop in chat. Hope you're having a great evening. Uh-oh. Chicken Egg Islanders. I'm hungry. Are we getting close? We're getting closer.
No, we have a while to go.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to look up your channel, especially when you've gotten some high praise from CPA. So, who could I compare Clever Pig to? He has this certain like humor style where it's just is it dry humor? It's like slight dry humor mixed with just deadpan humor, I think is a good way to say it.
It's like Josh Build stuff?
Yes.
Oh.
Josh Build stuff, and I don't, Clever Pig, this isn't a dig, not as highly produced as Josh Build stuff, but it's right up there with like, it's just you could have it on and you can watch it and listen to it or listen to it, look over every once in a while and be like, oh, that's funny.
You're there for more than just the set.
Oh yeah, 100%. And his breakdown, he's a huge car guy. So his breakdowns of the sets compared to the actual vehicle are immaculate. For instance, when the Lego Creator Expert, the Lego Icons Countach came out, the big brick built one, he had a full video. He was like drawing over it, comparing it to the actual car of like, here are the lines of the actual car. Here's what's iconic to the actual car that Lego did not create, should have created. So just that kind of stuff is really good. Really cool to have him break down. And if he gets into land, which land should consider him for the Technic sets, just because of how he breaks them down. But he doesn't need land. He's doing great as he is. Let's see. Nick and Bricks. With Lego content, I usually focus more on the title than the thumbnail. Subconsciously, the thumbnail may play a role. Interesting.
That's still solid.
Yeah, I mean, and if it works,
you want both to work. So
yeah.
I mean, one or the other. Nothing wrong with prioritizing one or the other. Honestly, whatever works, for real.
100%. Angry Canadian manager for 10 months. Has it really been 10 months that you've been a part of the channel and the firm? That's absurd. Great convo on how to YouTube. Join the firm today. Also, both of y'all's favorite Lego Star Wars set.
Jabba's Palace 2012.
Is that the one that went on top of the Rancor pit?
Yeah.
Nice. I definitely saw that one in stores, but I never purchased it.
Should have. Fantastic set. Probably the best Lego Star Wars set of all time.
My favorite is right here. UCS UCS Slave 1.
Boba Fett Starship.
UCS Boba Fett Starship. No, the build was so amazing. It was coming out of my dark age. Like a year within coming out of my dark age, I purchased the UCS TIE, the UCS Land Snow Speeder, and the Boba Fett's Starship, all in like a 2-month window, summer before starting public accounting work. So like I was building like crazy. It was just amazing. Other than the canopy shield has a sticker, a very skinny sticker that goes across like the whole thing. So other than putting a sticker on a curved surface, it was an amazing set. Damn. Yeah, not ideal from that perspective. Let's do this one first. BFAP says, I still stress on thumbnails even though I don't make content because I still make thumbnails for others. Yeah, I mean, thumbnails, it's
never-ending game. You can never get rid of it. It'll always be in your mind once you start making them.
But with certain channels, I don't even care what the content is. Yeah, and that's, I mean, if as a content creator you can get to that point, that's where you want to be, honestly. Having people click on your content no matter what your thumbnail says. 12, Scott Davis with a year. That's crazy. Thank you so much for being part of the member, part of the firm as an associate.
Scott.
For real. Yeah, time does go by so quick. Here's BFAB with all the conversation starters. And we did talk about this a little bit. Maybe I'm a horrible person for this, but I'm all for clickbait. How do you? I mean, I know your videos. You could clickbait your videos to some extent, but
clickable is preferred. Make sure you're giving them what they want or what is actually in the video. But you can exaggerate some things. That's clickable, in my opinion. I don't know about. I don't even care about clickbait.
Yeah.
I don't think clickbait's much of an issue as it once was.
And I would say clickbait, like I saw with my Lego modular, that video probably has a 50% like-dislike ratio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Actually, let me I'm not going to pull it up on screen.
Stream on my phone.
Yeah, we got to get those views here at the CPA-fol podcast.
Scroll down. Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to go into the studio.
I'll close my eyes. Unless you want to show me.
Show you what?
All your analytics.
I've already showed you all my analytics. Where is it? Canceled. Engagement. Do you see that? $12?
Yeah, it's better than me. It's better than I do.
64% like dislike.
That's fine. That's not 50. Does it
show in here? Oh, the thing isn't working.
Probably like 40 dislikes or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're
It was all
chilling.
the old falls that didn't like that I claimed modulars were canceled. But I mean, yeah, I feel like clickbait can only hurt you. It can only hurt the evergreen factor of a video. Like, I don't think a video is going to be as evergreen as it could be if you're being clickbaity with it. Because eventually the algorithm will be like, enough people don't like this video.
Oh, interesting.
Because that was probably the problem with this video. And we can look on the... Actually, it did have one of the better retentions. So maybe I'm wrong. But it did die. It certainly did die after 3 days. It was just done.
You were balling for those 3 days, though.
It was a 1 out of 10 for 3 days. But I feel like the video could have gone longer. Could have done better. Yeah, it's going to be a little misleading. Let's see. Clickbait ain't bad if the content can back it up.
Yep. That's like clickable then.
Yeah, so yeah, that's I would say that's the distinction between clickbait and clickable.
Okay, we gotta start running through this chat.
No, bump
Scroll
me to the
back
bottom.
up. You got a lot.
Oh my word. 10-month Clever Pig. Thank you so much. Wait,
12-month
member.
With,
no, you're not a new member.
Firebird.
Firebird with the 11 months as associate.
Oh.
Next month he'll make it. We've already read all these. Oh yeah, Clever Pig got the shout out. Unless I'm literally your first viewer notification code, I'll just bin someone into higher playlist. First, Firebird's Minecraft, Richie's Pirates, ACOB Boss Moments. Nice. I was saying
to the Castle Mechs.
You were telling him that you're gonna do Castle Mechs next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's cool with it? I don't know if that means he's cool with it or not. I have no clue.
And of course, BFAB trying to find out who all the we've got some lurkers.
But Cooper hasn't gotten it yet.
Cooper, no. No, Cooper.
This is how you know if Cooper's around. If he's active in the chat, he's around. If not, he's not.
Oh, Cooper, maybe you're too active. Maybe you should just lurk and then you'll get more views. Mayo Hosko with the gifted. Juma Omar with the gifted. Matthew M with the gifted. Anthony Freshour with the gifted. Adam 212 with the gifted. Yeah, see, Pockets Master, you're too active to getting the membies. So that's a shame. Oh, Firebird, great to have fun guy. Just you. Unless he's making a mushroom joke. Fun guy? No? Anybody? I'm not a dad yet, just so you know.
You're too into Minecraft.
or that, yeah. I think you're stopping by, Firebird, dropping some knowledge. So I'm sure we'll see you.
Take care, Firebird, even though you left a while ago.
Oh, that's a deep cut. Now everyone can watch the motorcycle vlogs, except you, Cooper.
How do you even
Maybe
know they
one of these
exist?
days. Maybe one of these days. Kathleen, I have not. Have you seen the new Transformers film?
Didn't even know there was a new one.
Yeah, I saw about it, but I haven't seen it. Maybe if it comes out on streaming, I'll hop in. Yeah, Brick Maniac. It is raining channel members today. That's kind of crazy. It was Anger Canadian and BFAB dropping membies. Anthony just dropped in here for like a solid 3 minutes and gets gifted, and Cooper's hanging here the
That's
whole time.
awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, Cooper, you have to leave. Cooper, just leave. Get out of here. Skedaddle.
Yeah, Brickworld was the time of Brickworld, the time of a lifetime. Hey.
The lifetime of a time.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, we skipped again.
I think we were pretty close to the bottom. Oh yeah. Wilbrick's got a brand new sealed Slave 1 for, was it 270?
UCS?
Yeah.
270.
Someone there was selling it. They did him a solid.
Wow.
He knew it. They knew it. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to witness.
Papa Rex, the member for 4 months.
How do you like your coffee? He's offering
Black.
Black, straight black.
Or I like the occasional latte.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer a latte with like hazelnut cream.
Almond milk for me.
Yeah. Almond milk. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Cooper, he's seen all the member content in the past before I switched it to member content, so I probably should.
I remember that too.
And
And then all of a sudden it was gone one day, and now it's back.
Yeah, it's back for you. Yeah, BFAB. I met BFAB at Brickworld this year. We talked for a minute or so, on the floor. Bumped into him, so that was nice to meet him in person.
Oh, you didn't meet him in 23?
No, I didn't.
I mean, you were only there for a day.
Yeah, and I didn't know who really
You were brand new to everything.
anybody was. So let's bring it back. All right, we're finally caught up.
Do you think?
We're finally
Scroll
caught
down.
up. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're caught up.
Wow.
Here, let me even do a little refresh just to clear everything up. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let me pull up the agenda. Just to make sure.
How do you feel if our turtle takes a little bathroom break?
Go for it. I'll hold down the
You
fort.
hold down the fort.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna keep going. So this is a little recharge. I'll be right back.
Well, yeah, we've got about I don't know, a solid 40 minutes maybe left into the stream. At least. So when Richie gets back, looking at the agenda, I think we'll pull up some. Let's see. I feel like most of the stuff in here we've talked about, touched on. We haven't gone into deep specifics, so I definitely want to keep that idea out there. But stuff like digging into the community itself, as you all know, Richie is literally the lore keeper of the LEGO community as a whole. So getting his thoughts on things, getting his understanding of how things occurred is always super, super enjoyable. I love getting that knowledge. And as many of you know, Richie, he sometimes takes breaks from content creation, which is honestly probably a good thing because it can bring you back rejuvenated, revitalized to the content creating realm. So I kind of want to dig into that a little bit. If you have anything in the comments, I know, or in the live chat, I know BFA has been doing an awesome job of bringing up some great questions. So definitely open to those. And always, if the music is too loud, I know that's always a problem in the past, but let me know if I need to turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna take a little drink. Yeah, he did take a 2-month break and dropped some banger videos. So we'll get into it when he comes back. I'm curious to hear about. I know I talked about my dark ages. I'm curious to hear about Richie's dark age. Like, is he? What kind of levels is he running at? Did he ever have a dark age? I don't think he ever did have a dark age. So I'll be very curious to hear about that. Let's see what else. Which sets does he collect? Is something I'm intrigued by. I know kind of what sets he likes. And on his channel, actually, as well, he will be looking to do weekly Sunday night streams on builds, which is always fun to do. I've done a couple build streams myself. Here, let me... Oh, my gracious. Fingers crossed for Cooper. Fingers crossed for Cooper. Coop. Oh. Coop. No.
How many memberships do we have for the day?
Dude.
We at 20 now?
Dude, we might be at 21. Let me refresh this page. It shouldn't mess anything up. Oh, 16, which is still crazy. PBJ Studios with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much.
And he just joined today too.
Yeah,
and he's already
giving a capital investment into the firm. Honestly,
is he an intern? I think he is.
I think he's
an
pretty
good
intern. Dude, getting other people, recruiting others to the firm without even like being here for a day is crazy. So thank you so much, PBJ. Do you know PBJ?
Yeah, I've met him at Brickworld.
Oh, would I have? PBJ, did you meet or see me at Brickworld?
He's more... I don't think so. How long has he been tuning into your streams?
I feel like after Brickworld this year, if like in the last month or two.
Okay. He's really active in the stream community. I know he does a lot on Twitch.
Okay.
But he's big into the stream community. So you keep streaming and you'll meet him.
Nice. Does he do any content himself?
I know he does some on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm not familiar if he streams on Twitch or not. I really need to get back into the whole Twitch thing. But again, when I'm gone, I can barely keep up with other people's stuff when I can't keep up with my own. Yeah.
Wilbrick's dropping a nice little lore dump himself. Anyways, gonna head out. Got to be up at 3 a.m. Yes, go to sleep now. To work at Target since mine caught on fire.
Damn.
That's not an ideal situation.
No.
But hey, wish you the best. So the lurkers in chat. I think we need to do a public flogging of the lurkers. Dave Bricks, not quite a lurker. He's a good dude. Dario Marsiglio, lurker. Tillis 100, lurker. LJ Red, lurker. I paint mini lurker.
Couldn't somebody just donate or send Cooper a membership, or does it have to be random?
It has to be random. It's so unfortunate. I feel like someone should just PayPal him 99 cents just so he
It's not the same.
No, it really isn't the same. At this point, I'm kind of invested myself to see if Cooper can get a membership. We'll see if there's another generous donor out there that can get Cooper his membership, and it literally needs to happen. No, Cooper, take it back. It's necessary. It's necessary for you to be a member. You are not a founding member, but you're one of the first. I mean,
He's
one
not
of the
a
first
founding
in
member.
every...
He's not a member.
That was a deep cut. That hurts. That hurts. Here we go.
Oh.
Clever Pig. Oh, Wilbrick said maybe unmod Cooper and then try.
Oh, that's interesting.
My wife dropped an interesting bomb on me today. How long do you intend to create content? Do you see yourself making videos as an old unit?
You want to take this one first?
Yeah, I'll take I wonder if actually for Clever Pig, if she's like, it's like, how long are you going to create content? Like, can you stop already? Like, can we just move on to the next thing? No, I could see that not being the case. But, I know when kids come along, everything's going to change. So I feel like it might just phase out when kids happen. for me at least. And it's not going to ever intentionally fade out. But yeah, I feel like just with the busyness of life, how crazy things are going to get, I'm going to need sleep at some point. And it's either you sacrifice sleep or you sacrifice exercise or you sacrifice important time with a spouse. So
all good things to sacrifice.
So man, I guess it just kind of depends, unfortunately, how things shake out. But I could definitely see myself making videos as, like, I don't think age is going to be a limiting factor. It's more of just circumstances.
Oh, it is for me.
Age is a factor?
Yep. I don't want to be making videos when I'm CPA's age. No. I'm kidding. I was waiting to give that one. For me,
Waiting
no.
all day.
For me, I'll probably stop when I have kids. That's also an if. So if I don't have kids, I'm not going to stop.
Our toy world going to the end, baby.
Put that in my will.
For real.
Has somebody done that yet? Given up a YouTube channel on their will yet?
I don't know. That's a really good question. That could be lucrative.
Yeah, it could be.
Like if Mr. Beast, like what happens to his YouTube channel when, I guess that would go to the company, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be, I would love to see the analytic of subscribers lost when they see someone who's not that person making a video in that person's stead. Just the number of nosedive. Do you think it would nosedive?
Would they even make more content, though? I mean,
Yeah.
they would have to, right? If you have a channel like that with that many subscribers, you'd be stupid not to at least make some videos. Cash out some more.
Yeah.
Or just let the catalog ride out.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to bring up. Perpetual views that are no doubt happening. I mean, I don't know when the last time Mr. Beast uploaded, but I'm sure we could look at and see, yeah, he's still raking in millions of views every single day, which is just mind-numbing to think about. But no, that's a really good question. I'm curious for you, Clever Pig, how long you have kids. He has at least 1 or 2 kids.
Oh, damn.
So, and he's still making content. So I'm super curious to hear how he makes it work, because I'm going to need those tips.
Maybe not as many, but you
soon.
definitely are going to need your time. So it's the question of, do you want to have that as social time?
Yeah.
Or do you want to budget some of that as me time? And also, you can take, 3 weeks on a video or not edit it to a T. Make it more so for yourself at that point. Like, like not even care about algorithm or views. You can do a lot.
Yeah. All right, let's
get back to these topics.
The
chat is calming down.
Chat is simmering down. They're taking a breather. They're
Which
all
is good.
Taking a deep breath to get ready for the next membership wave. The hype train is hyping right now.
I also don't even know how many topics we've covered. The little break was good for me. The chat calmed down.
Yeah.
We're doing well. We're doing
well.
good.
That's the other part is I was telling them while you were gone that we kind of have covered a lot of this stuff just in our natural conversation.
Oh, good.
So that's good. But well, I mean, we can always go deeper. We can always
of course
get
we
more
can.
into the details and stuff like that.
We have no issue
So,
with that.
oh no, someone asked. PBJ asked a really good question. No, Brick Maniac. I don't know. I feel like that's more of a. I mean, we can get into that question. That's a whole tangent.
Oh, okay.
Because that was that's one of my questions. I said, let's dig into the community itself. You know so much, the lore keeper. We talked about it a lot last time. Yeah. But let's dig into it more on a broader scale, like separating from it in comparison to Brick World, more into comparison of the community as a whole.
I know how to
how
answer
it's
this.
Evolved. And is the community less toxic than it was before?
So first off, the community, I think, has become bigger, obviously, just numbers-wise. But it's definitely become more intertwined in the fact that before it was like you've had your niche and you stick to it. If you were a Lego Ninjago YouTuber, you chilled with the Lego Ninjago people. If you were a early Lego lifestyle creator, by that I mean a person that was doing hauls and building streams, that kind of scene that I was in with the Brick Maniac back in the day, you stick to that. If you were a customs bro, you were a customs bro. Nowadays, there's a lot more people, but there's a lot more crossover and people interacting in different areas and kind of in more crossover in that way. But however, though, it's also harder to have that crossover. So that crossover can happen now. It didn't happen as much before, but it's harder to happen now because, one, there's more people, but the other, I wouldn't say issue, but the thing that's the truth is that there's different platforms.
Yeah.
When I came in here, it was YouTube was the bread and butter. Instagram, you'd throw some pictures on there, but it was all about promoting the YouTube. Now you have people just doing straight content on Instagram. You have people just doing, nowadays you don't even need another social media. You can do it all on YouTube. You can stream, have shorts, have videos, community tab. You can literally build a whole community on YouTube solely and interact with them in a completely fine manner and not even take them off the platform. Obviously, you look at TikTok. These all have live streaming, photos. They all are the same now almost. You know what I mean? But there never was like, so yeah, it's you can like cross over with more people, but it's a lot harder to do it because, one, there's a lot more people, and two, there are a lot more platforms. So like for myself, I don't give the Twitch people the respect or time of day they deserve because, man, I'm so busy with, just trying to keep up with YouTube and Instagram. But it's definitely a lot less toxic, I think. I think we're all growing up. I think the AFOLs treat the younger people better. The younger people treat the AFOLs better. Things have definitely improved in that sense. I think the content has gotten better. People are more excited to watch. They're more excited to create and contribute. It's better, I'd say. But it's a lot more overwhelming for sure, which is scary at times, but at other times is really nice because I found myself in the like late 2010s at times getting bored of like, it's the same old.
Yeah.
Now there's something new constantly coming out and it's amazing. Oh, follow me on TikTok.
Yeah. You want me to follow you back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just kind of scrolling here because you brought up TikTok, and I remember that the Lego TikTok kind of made a huge splash for what felt like 8 months, and then it feels like it all just disappeared. So I was gonna go on TikTok and first follow Richie.
There we go.
Oh, I'm not following you.
Yeah.
I did kind of make this thing like where I just didn't follow anyone because I was like, I'm not using this platform at all.
That's fair.
So let me just go search Lego. Okay. And that's why I wasn't going to screen share this thing. Why is that even?
Well, it's been hijacked.
So I'm not going to show it, but it's literally just ladies in
other content creators on pay-to-use platforms.
I can only assume based on the number of inch of clothing not covering themselves. So do you know how long it took Lego on TikTok to get to this? I
don't know about TikTok, but on Instagram, even I had a kid that I'm friends with in the scene, like send me one of these people and is like, I'm like, dude, you know who that, like they aren't a Lego influencer at all. They're using this to promote something else. And he's like, oh, haha. Like he didn't even realize it, supposedly. I don't know the TikTok lore at all.
Hey, there's
but then again,
Emma.
Hey,
Emma finally showed up. Like halfway.
It spread to IG too. I don't know if TikTok really died. I think it just maybe not plateaued even. It just the hype spread to Instagram.
Let's see about users. Is that only going to pull up people with Lego in their username? Yeah, and there it is again. No, that's that's interesting. I did not. What's this one going to be about? Oh, it looks like they're sitting on the toilet. No, they're not. Okay. 1.6 million views on that. Okay, that's respectable. I'll respect that one.
Not going to respect the ones next to it.
If it looks... Is that one?
I don't think she's getting 5 million views for it being like a Harry Potter.
Sensitive.
Yeah.
Where's the mute button? Oh, okay. That was... whoa. Bro. Oh,
the second one was just wild. Yeah, it was.
100 ways to destroy Lego. Let's click out of that and just... All right.
That's why I don't go on that platform.
All right, that makes a lot of sense, and Lego TikTok is not the move. Yeah, that was like literally my face. That was my face. Angry Canadian has it right. With that experience, yeah, I don't post on TikTok anymore. It was more so the only reason I posted at all was just to get the SEO.
That's smart.
Like just get as many touches as I could. Of course, now that I switched over to CPA-fol, it's been a little tougher, but
What's the
I'll
point?
get there. I'll get there. You got to get all those impression points on the interwebs, but
Give it time, right?
yeah, for real. So it sounded like in the community, the people, the groups, the various sects of the community niches were, I mean, it sounded like some of them were a little, what's the word? Like high and mighty, I guess. Like they thought they were better than others. Was that, or they just stayed separate?
I don't want to put that idea out there. I think it was very much an us versus them mentality.
Okay.
And not even like a high and mighty, just like we're our community, we do our thing.
Yeah.
We're Ninjago, we do this, we do that. But also all the communities had their issues. I mean, remember, you have to remember this. This is 5-6 years ago. These are all teenagers. Like teenage boys specifically.
Yeah.
Terrible, bad news. So all the communities had way too much drama that was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much going on. It was a mess, but
Yeah.
I think it's cleaned up now for sure.
That's good. That's good to hear because, I mean, yeah, even hearing some of these stories that occurred from our previous stream that we'll definitely have to dive into again based on what the people might want. But growth is important and growth is real. It's a real thing that we all should be experiencing. If you're the same person you were 5 years ago, that's not a good way to go. I wouldn't encourage anyone to do that. But okay,
I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm worse now.
Okay, getting into Lego itself, we've talked a lot about the ancillary things, content creation, which is very important. Very, the people love it. I mean, is what it kind of seems.
They're all nerds. No.
But no, not that. Let's go here. Getting back to the stream with
Pulling good numbers tonight, I'd like to think.
yeah. Oh no, 100%. These are great numbers. AVD's doing pretty well.
I like that. It's been going up slowly but surely.
New members is popping off.
That's
Coop,
awesome.
Coop will get you that member one of these days. But what was I going to pull up here? Oh yeah, chat was going up here. You own Lego sets, right?
No.
No? Okay. Never mind. Well, that was a quick conversation.
I do surprisingly own Lego sets.
Are you the kind of AFOL that you'll buy and offload, buy and sell, or you'll just buy in very minimal amounts?
Man, I have not been buying in years.
Yeah.
Like I do buy. I think. How many sets have I bought this year? I think I legitimately might have bought 2 sets this year. The Lego truck that I got at Costco.
Beautiful, amazing set.
Yeah,
did you build that
wonderful.
one on stream the other
I
week?
will be soon.
I need to tune into that stream.
I'll probably build that tomorrow. Actually, yeah, I'll build that tomorrow. I'll build that tomorrow. We'll put it out there.
Nice.
And then I bought the Ninjago battle pack that came out January 1st. It's a little mech. It's not a battle pack. It has Lloyd, Jay, and 2 of the current villains. So I don't even know who they're called, but that's it. I literally have bought 2 Lego sets this year. Like Ninjago Mech 2024. It's that one. Jay's Mech battle pack. Yeah, they actually call it a battle pack. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was. I don't.
There, that one.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I've bought this year.
Wow.
My thing is as I've gotten older, I used to buy a lot as a kid. I don't know where I got the money. I guess I just saved it from Christmas and birthday, and I'd find a way to make more or whatever, get more money. As a kid, I'd buy a lot, and then I was like, I'll start working, and I'll start like a high school job, even, and I'll buy a lot more. No, I did not. I don't have that much. I mean, I have a decent amount of space, but I'm sick of the whole having to, packed shelves, break sets up, put them in storage. It just gets exhausting for me. And I'm,
this is $9.99?
Yeah. Isn't that a deal for 4 figures?
I need this set partially because I need that dark blue hood.
I know. It's not even on sale, and it's $10 for 4 figures.
I'm probably going to get this one this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
How can you say no to that in these times with these prices? I don't care if you like it or not. 4 figures for $10. Sign me up. Any day of the week, I will be there for that.
Anyways, yeah. So going on with like space and
I think I got over FOMO. Like the FOMO of Lego.
Yes.
I've accepted the fact not every set I want I'm going to get, and that's okay.
I feel like that's a huge stream we could do of like how to get over Lego FOMO.
Oh, we should do that.
We could even
we could have a little panel.
Yeah, ooh, that'd be a good idea. I know a couple of people that made videos about that. Anyways,
we could yeah. I'm not. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, that's a huge thing to get over because I feel like I have to. I finally did the same of like, you have to limit what you're gonna buy. I've accepted I'm not gonna get the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Yeah.
Just not gonna get it.
That's okay.
I'm not gonna get what's another set that I was
Death Star
needing to get,
like old one. I don't know.
Yeah, I never really wanted that one to begin with, but yeah, no, just that idea of that because originally back when I was a knucklehead and buying sets full price and didn't really know that looking for discounts was a huge thing. So like,
and they're gonna come
2022. Yeah, all these sets back here that you see sealed were virtually all full price. Yeah, so I really messed that one up like crazy.
That's the FOMO coming in.
Yeah, because you don't want to wait till it goes on sale even. But yeah, just accepting that like I'm not going to get every set, so I need to be very selective about the sets that I'm going to buy, unless it's those and they're all 50 to 60% off.
That's
another story. Yeah, for real. So you got over FOMO. With purchasing sets.
And just in life in general, I got over FOMO. I think it's important to realize everything in life has a trade-off. Nothing is perfect. In every situation in life, you're giving something up, time, money, another experience. And that may sound like depressing, but to me, I think it's actually really exciting, realizing that you can kind of control your destiny in your own way. And I've applied that to Lego kind of. Like, I don't have to buy this set, and I can still, I can get another one, or I can use this for this experience. But from now on, I really want to get sets that, speak to me on a deeper level, that, honor the themes I'm really passionate about, that are, fun. I like the Lego delivery truck because it's fun. It's a Lego delivery truck.
Yeah.
It's not any just normal truck. It's a fun set.
Yeah.
Or sets that I just there are sets I will buy because I'm wow, I need that. But I have to go through kind of a review process first. Is it something I actually care about? Is it something I could see myself building and actually enjoying? What's the deeper meaning for it, I guess? The Lego delivery truck, I have a couple, Lego store sets in my collection. I have a 2015 City set that includes a Lego, or it's 2014, I think, that includes a little Lego store set, or a couple Lego promotional purchases that are Lego stores. And I'm getting a big truck for a good price, I got it at Costco for, adds to my fleet, adds that story. It's something I love. Or getting the Forestman's Hideout, which TJ blessed me with. Such a fun retro remake for an amazing theme that I care about. Stuff like that. It has to really speak to me, but I'm not just gonna buy to buy.
Yeah. Well, that's super important, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. And even it's interesting how the shift in my channel has adjusted my purchasing and how I buy things, and kind of looking more towards the minifig. And I wish my community posts did better, because I genuinely want to understand how the wider community, why they purchase sets. So I've thought of a 4-answer poll. Why? And even figuring out how to phrase why do you buy and collect Lego? Is it for the minifigs? Primarily, is it for the minifigs? Is it for the build? Is it for mock building? like getting the bricks for mock building, or I can't remember what the fourth one. Maybe I could even throw like IPs or something, like the collecting IPs, because it is interesting. And even like if you asked me that 4 months ago, my answer would be different than it is even today. Because now I'm super into like the minifigures and figuring out, you know, like with the shorts and stuff of like, how can you make someone from a movie in a minifigure with parts that already exist? And that's just like super fascinating to me. And it's because it's kind of like a puzzle, as CPAs. You as a future CPA, the problems we have, it's the giant puzzle that you have to figure out.
Especially when you're staying within the system and not customizing.
Yeah.
You're going fully
Oh my goodness.
real Lego. You have to work within the boundaries. Now, I actually have a question for you on that. Obviously, you've had success making characters in Lego form using fully Lego parts as of late. Do you think your kind of new interest in kind of looking more into minifigures, do you think it's been in a way influenced by that? Like the fact that you got a ton of views and a ton of success?
100%.
Subconsciously or consciously?
No, I would say 100% it has been. But I think it's been for the better, because at least the minifigures that I'm going for, they're cheaper. So it's kind of drawn back. I have to get this big set or I have to get that big set. And more so looking at the minifigure of, well, I don't need that whole set. I can just buy the minifig for $5, maybe $10 max. So yeah, no, that definitely has been influenced by the recent success. I won't try and kid myself into thinking like, oh no, yeah, I like just the minifigures now because minifigures are cool. But no, that's a good question. And hey, you know, if I have success in another area, I feel like it could shift. But I kind of like that it has drawn me closer to the minifigs, because before this, the minifigs were kind of like, they were really cool, but it was more of like, all right, how does this all work together? And so now focusing on like, not even focusing, but just being aware of how detailed certain minifigures actually are, and looking like, all right, I'm trying to make this minifigure for Cowboy Deadpool, or this minifigure for probably the most intricate one was finding the one for Gambit, because I literally used 9 different minifigure parts to make one minifigure, and I don't even know if I put them all back together, they might still all be bunched up. Or the Jason Momoa Minecraft character was also a really fun one that turned out so well. I was really bummed that the short didn't do well. It only got like 20,000 views or something, but
I'm so sorry.
I hate that I'm becoming that way. Also, I also spent like $30 to get all the parts.
Never mind.
I wanted like at least 100,000 views.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, and also just the fun, like I said, a puzzle of making it look as good as it possibly can with what already exists.
It's a challenge.
Yeah. And it's a lot easier than like making a mock or something, or trying to deal with this huge, gotta do this review of a huge pan or whatever, panning across sets. So yeah, you got it, Cooper. The only CPA buys are D&D half figs. D&D figs half price, Jones. I still need to make those shorts, because as of now, those purchases are just sunken money. So I need to turn that investment into a return. But other sets that you purchase, I didn't mention to the audience while you were taking a break that you haven't had a Dark Age, I'm assuming? Like a true Dark Age. Not like I haven't bought
months off.
Yeah, like no, that's not a Dark Age.
I don't think I've ever had an actual Dark Age.
So that, I feel like having that insight into the Lego itself is also important. Why would CPA would have an aneurysm if he saw your Lego receipts, Cooper? Did Cooper get full price D&D figs?
Yeah, he did. Definitely.
Oh no, Cooper, what are you doing? But
or he probably got him like 75% off. Watch that.
Oh my god.
Watch that actually be the case.
I went back to Target today because it's after Halloween, and they
Yeah.
were on discount because they were considered Halloween products.
Oh.
And so I was hoping they'd be like 75% off. Unfortunately, there were only 2 left.
Like 2 boxes?
2 individual
Oh.
boxes left, and they were still only 50% off. So
You buy them?
no, I didn't.
You said I'll leave these for the other people. I won't take the trash off your hands, Target.
pretty much.
I
Not
don't know
until
why
they're
they
like
thought
a dollar each.
Why did they even do that? I knew that was gonna hit the clearance immediately. I'm sorry to be that guy, but it's D&D. Like,
They
I
did.
get it's big, but it's like
They did it on accident.
what, as many as they did?
Target. It was not. I do not believe it was their intention to put these figs on 50% off.
Oh,
I think they saw it as like a. They saw it as a Halloween decoration, so they were holding it in the back until Halloween. Then they finally put it out too late, and they're like, "We need to get rid of this because it's Halloween decor, 50% off."
what the?
Because only some stores did it. Other Target stores
Oh.
have it full price right now. Not every Target
What are
went
they
half.
selling?
I haven't been in other Targets. I might go to one on Monday because you know what I'm gonna do.
But I mean, just mean like in the overall community, are people hyped about the D&D figs?
So Walmart, the Walmart I normally go to down the road, they
Yeah.
had a full. I'm guessing it's about 3 cases worth of minifigs. They weren't in cases, but I'm guessing 3 cases. And when I went there, they were all full. I went back yesterday, and they were all gone.
Wow.
So I think they're moving pretty quickly.
Guess I should hold my tongue then. I
So-
don't know anything about D&D, so there's that. I know people were hyped about the sets, but figs are. I mean, I get figures are popular, but collectible figures are collectible figures. So I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
I feel like the CMFs they go pretty. The CMFs go pretty hard.
For the D&D,
I guess in just
or
in
just
general.
in
Like,
I'm burnt out of minifigures. I'm the
Yeah.
complete opposite of you.
yeah.
I think Lego is a minifigure problem, actually.
Oh no! Video
there's-
incoming.
No, I made that video years ago.
Oh, did you? Does it need a re-up? Maybe.
Definitely. I think it needs a new thumbnail. I need to
No,
figure
just
out
like a new video. Just make it unless you feel the exact same and you're proud with it how it is. I've never seen it, but
I could just remake it and add more to the script.
honestly,
So I might just do that.
you should. You should. If you still hold to it, because then I'll be in the
I do.
comment section fighting you.
Yeah, I do. I think
I'll
I think
dislike it.
I think build quality has suffered. I think they're putting way too much into the minifigures, and I think if you're gonna, I would rather see builds have gone down in quality and size. I'm just gonna be honest about that. You know, Jabba's Palace 2012 is way better than Boba Fett's Palace, and sure you can argue there's a $20 difference and there's a 10-year difference as well. But I would rather pay $140, $150 for Boba Fett's Palace and have it be a little bit better than Jabba's Palace versus what it was. Stuff like that. It's not a Penn. I mean, I get that. Yeah, Penn Plays is now doing that too. He's doing a whole Lego as a minifigure problem series. So I don't know if I can do that either because it'd be stealing his thunder. But I've been arguing this for years, and I still feel the same way. Give me decent figure quality has risen exponentially while set quality has actually decreased, and that is an issue.
I was not ready for that. I definitely see where you're coming from. I guess not my problem.
Figs do not need to keep increasing in quality as they have been, with sets not even staying on par but decreasing. You can figure this out, Lego. It's
No, that's fair. I'm trying to think of a way around this or a way to. So
I love a good minifigure. I love a good minifigure, and I mean that. But I don't want sets to suffer at the expense of minifigures being amazing.
That's
and
fair.
Continuing to get better.
That's fair. Do you think if they just drew the line at minifigures should not have any leg printing or something like that?
Well, no. I mean, they were doing leg printing, and they
Yeah,
were
that's
still
fair.
giving us great sets. I mean, you could argue nostalgia is blinding me, but I would argue that I'm not as nostalgia corrupted by nostalgia as I could be.
Mm-hmm.
I can be objective. I can say this is better than that. And as I have gotten older, I've also been able to recognize the fact that things may not be as good for this reason. You look at Castle. Sorry, this is just an example of how I'm becoming a better person in terms of my thoughts when it comes to Lego. Castle You look at Fantasy Era and Kingdoms. Back to back, the best themes of the 2000s. Then you get 2013's self-titled Castle theme. For starters, you can look at that and say this is horrendous. This is terrible. But you have to look at it from a bigger picture and take a step away. 2013's Castle theme provided fans with an affordable lineup of sets that they could, in theory, purchase all of. 5 sets for like $210. Yeah, it's not the Fantasy Era. Yeah, it's not Kingdoms. But it did its job. It's that kind of thing. Is it doing its job? Minifigures, it doesn't have to be a line. It just has to stop where sets are suffering. I don't want to be looking at sets from 10 years ago and saying, this is better in every way possible. This isn't even me being nostalgic. This is the true. Yes, like low number of sets come out where fig quality and build quality are aligned with one another. It is horrendous. It can be done. It is possible. I mean, I love minifigures. Minifigures are amazing, but sets don't have to suffer.
Can you think of an example where, and are you is this limited to just the IP sets? Because I feel like City sets.
City too.
They have a problem? Like,
yeah,
is the delivery truck maybe an exception?
That's an exception. That's a set. I'm more surprised when I like a set now versus when I do not.
Yeah.
And I understand I am blinded by nostalgia and that Lego is a company and that things have changed. There's inflation. You want to keep prices around a certain point while still improving some parts of the quality experience, or improving the overall quality. But it's just hard for me to look at sets and say, this is worse than what I had when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because in some ways, Lego did peak in the 2010s. They had some... They were doing well. And I don't know. I think they can rebound eventually.
I need to write all these... I need to actually open up a doc right now and say future video ideas. Or else
I might make a video about the FOMO, to be honest. If that's cool with you.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to forget all of these topics because I feel like we've thrown out like 3.
I might have to make a Lego minifigure one, honestly. You might have to share this with me too, to be honest.
CPA-fol ideas. So we had the first one was how to deal with Lego FOMO.
Yep.
The one we just talked about was the
minifigure quality is exceeding build quality, and there's an issue. Say put 2010s. Like, I think the best Lego Star Wars era is 2012 to 2015, and you can fight me on that. I miss when Lego Star Wars was like, here are the sets for a movie. 2013 Summer Wave. Can someone go back and force me to buy those sets? Oh my gosh. Like, look at the Coruscant Guard gunship. You cannot tell me that is better than 2013's Republic gunship. You cannot do that.
No, that's true.
You can't do that. I would pay more money to have it be the same size. I'm fine. I would pay more money.
What if I told you that technically those Coruscant Guard gunships are smaller though?
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, in the lore.
In the lore. Yeah, in the lore.
Okay, I'll concede that.
I don't know if Lego knows that. I don't think Lego knows that.
I don't think Lego.
And I'm like,
you think Lego knows that? That's okay. I take my point back. But come on, like, everybody hated the doors with that. Like, the doors.
Yeah, no, a lot of even LAN members were complaining about like being able to get their hands in there, and it was just too.
Oh, by the way, hot take: the LAN hate has to stop.
We can make a.
I don't even.
You think that's even a live stream topic?
I mean this in the nicest way. I don't care about LAN, and not like the people. I just mean like if I don't, like I don't know. I don't care anymore. That sounds terrible. I mean, like, I'm happy for the people. I think LAN has actually improved in terms of the people they're letting in. You have people doing reviews that are unlike anything what they were before. I'm cool with it.
Interesting.
And I think the program actually, I like what they're doing actually with sending people out to Denmark. I like that a lot because I actually made a video called LAN is Overrated, and one of my issues was all you're doing is giving these people sets. And to their credit, LAN or RLFM has done a great job at making influencers more part of LEGO, and I'm all right with that. I don't hate it. They're sending them out to Denmark. They're taking them to events. I can't hate. Who knows? Maybe I'll apply one day.
You should. Why not? The just on that side note, as of Monday, I believe. Yeah, I don't know if you were saying that, like, Lego doesn't get paid to.
Oh, they have to land. They have to pay themselves.
To pay. Only, like, I would imagine the S tier LAN members get it paid, if anyone.
Oh, well, but I don't know. Still, like, giving them an experience over
yeah,
there.
like no, like you and I can't just go to that.
Yeah, of course not.
So in that respect, yeah, I get what you mean there.
Okay, so I'm wrong about that, but it's. I don't know.
The concept is correct, yeah. So as of Monday morning, probably is Monday noon in Billund, Denmark, the LAN team the community engagement team have begun reviewing and processing the applications for this round of LAN. So it'll be interesting to see how those shake out. I know they've been focusing a lot on short form creators the past couple rounds. So it'll be interesting if we have some people that are making some really good long form content who have applied, if they are able to get in there. So, and if they err more towards people who are doing well on Instagram versus people who are doing well on YouTube, or if they're going to lean more towards TikTok. I know last round it seemed to be Instagram. Yeah. That they were leaning more towards.
And international, too, because I think Shy was the only American that got accepted last round.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but it seemed like a lot of people from overseas, like Kiwi, I know.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting how that shakes out. Always curious. I imagine that will hit in the next 2 weeks, just because I received my LAN rejection letter last year, and I don't even think I meant to apply. It's just, I think it's the sort of thing where this application form that you fill out, it just stays there until you take it away. So they always assume that you're in there.
Oh,
because
interesting.
Like it's kind of a live form. It's not just a one way. It just sits there. So I think I got it November 16th last year. So
I think I'm gonna have to make some licensed content soon.
Yeah.
It might be, I get the microphone, I get the camera, I get the light, and I start talking licensed themes, maybe.
Maybe. So do you think you'll do more talking head in your videos then?
Not fully, but
okay.
I'll throw it in there. Why not? I don't want to do B-roll all day, right?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to show my face in a little bit, I don't think it would hurt.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that, because I know we were just talking about with Firebird and him kind of decreasing the talking head.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be curious if that, if it makes things, it certainly can make things easier to not have to fill with B-roll.
Yeah. And when it comes to license themes, I don't know how B-roll works with that.
I think you're fine for the most part.
With commercials?
Yeah, as long as you're not like, Brickfleet would know more. He's done that a couple times.
Well, yeah, because he's done licensed
Clone
stuff.
Wars and Star Wars B-roll. But I think as long as you're talking about it and you're not showing like a straight minute and a half commercial just straight through, especially no talking, you should be fine. And muting the music, of course. So
I know my trick usually is what I do is I don't download commercials or footage from the actual Lego YouTube channel. If a commercial was posted on another person's channel, it's completely fine.
Nice.
It's only when it's from the actual Lego group.
Huh.
I don't know. I really hope I don't jinx myself on that.
You let Lego know the secret. Now they're going to be going after all those.
Yeah. Who's those people?
No.
You're looking at one right here. Great. So it'll be fully talking heads. Or I'll have to buy the sets now.
Or buy the rights to the commercial.
By the way, surprisingly, guys, there are sets I talk about that I don't show like actual images of that I own. Believe it, people are surprised by that. Like 2015 Pirates, I own that entire wave, but I've never showed it on camera.
Wow.
But I have it. Stuff like that.
Absolutely. All right, let's see.
2 Australians getting into LAN is huge, though.
I don't know who they. Do you know who they were?
Kiwi Modulars.
Okay.
And I don't know who the other one was. I know Shy shared all of them. when they got in, obviously the full crew, but I can't remember who they were because that was when even was that July? It was after
it was
Brick
kind of
World.
in the middle of the summer, honestly, which was interesting.
I was
to me.
so happy for him. Especially with this whole story, he definitely deserved it.
Oh yeah, how did I? King Katie's and Lego Masters super fan.
Wait, is Kiwi not from? Maybe Kiwi's from New Zealand?
That would make sense as a Kiwi, but certainly the second person Lego Masters super fan, they had to change their name, right? Certainly, I can.
Now I feel terrible getting New Zealand.
Hey, Moments, welcome.
What up, Moments? Wow, 20 viewers, right?
Yeah,
or
someone.
19.
Okay, Kiwi is from New
okay.
Zealand. That makes sense.
I feel is that an issue, like saying somebody from New Zealand when they're from or vice versa?
I feel like they would be nice enough to the Americans to forgive that.
I'm
mistake.
down under somewhere.
Yeah, I would hope so. That would be very nice. Oh,
they wouldn't like that.
Studlike said they wouldn't like that.
But
You're
isn't
screwed.
that whole continent called Australia too? So couldn't you argue?
Is New Zealand part of the Australian continent?
I think so.
I guess it would have to be. It's right there.
Yeah, it has to.
That would be my
what do they call it? They call it
expectation.
like Australia/Oceania, right?
Sounds right. I'm not gonna argue with that.
It's like we should pull up the "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?"
Oh
test.
no!
I think it's
Oh,
time for
no.
that.
Oh, I'll write that down for a stream idea.
Y'all are digging a hole. I don't care. I'm filling up time.
We'll end up in Australia if we keep digging.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Studlake. You wanna? Oh
no! Everyone's just.
This is bad. I'm gonna have to put out an apology video tomorrow.
Hopefully, Dave Bricks is an Australian. He can tell us.
Okay, calling an Aussie a Kiwi is a major offense, but he's from New Zealand.
He
so
called a Kiwi an Aussie.
Is that like a compliment then?
Oh no!
Oh no, that's worse.
Depends who's asking.
Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna read that comment. I'm not reading that comment. You can read that, CPA.
New Zealand's are wannabe Aussies. Oh no. Mad Dad Bricks is an Aussie. He's an Aussie, mate. He's from down under.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I can go for a little bit with the Australian accent, but then it always slips into like other stuff unintentionally.
Like what? Like British?
Yeah.
Yeah.
British are just Cockney, British. Yeah, mate. Here we go, mate. That was a little Dave Ramsey. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Kathleen, I have not seen the new Transformers film. I think when it comes out on streaming, I'll probably check it out. Is what's gonna happen there. So,
real.
Well, we're starting. This might surprise you all, but we're starting to wind down in our content and in our agenda. This might surprise you that we're getting to the end. We've dug into the community a little bit. We'll save most of it for a later stream. We just talked about Lego itself, which is, that whole minifigure conversation was fascinating. And so we'll definitely have to dig into that a little more.
Oh, we have actually covered everything.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
I think you were lying to me and saying, okay.
No, I mean, we didn't
get rid of this kid. No.
We didn't talk about the highs and lows. And mainly just going into the highs and lows.
Content creation?
Content creation and just highs, meaning like when you're high on getting a lot of views, and the lows of like, I don't want to post for a while, and just how you approach that and getting back into it.
I think I've been not struggling is the word, but when you're young, you're trying to figure out kind of who you are in the world, right? And it's like this is kind of the time where like your early 20s are kind of where you figure out like for real like what are your interests, what are your morals, what do you want to start to kind of like build for the next foreseeable amount of time, whether that is a career or interests or people around you, kind of what you actually want in life. And I think it takes a little bit of soul searching and a little bit of experimentation. But I don't know. I think I say this every time, but I think I'm actually at a point now where I might actually be staying around. And I think the shorts will definitely help being able to kind of convert that. Luckily, my new style of content, which has been like all B-roll versus like a bunch of text, which is what I was doing a lot at first. It was like flashing text. Image can only last 2 seconds at most. Now it's a lot more commercials or zooming in or kind of, messing around with changing up how we're looking at the sets, shifting from place to place on the picture. It's a lot easier to convert into shorts. But I think it's also more so like, what do I want to spend my energy on? I'm going to put energy out into the world in some way.
Yeah.
I was talking about this with Mr. CPA and Mrs. CPA, is like I have a very addictive personality and I just know that. And so it's like, what am I going to choose to kind of like nerd out or geek out about, And there's so many things. And it's like, why not do something that brings me joy, brings me a creative outlet, a social outlet, but also is kind of like, it can be non-social in a good way too.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But I think I'm going to be around for a while this time.
Nice.
And I mean that. That. I think CPA knows, and some people know, I've made some positive life improvements like the last 7 or so weeks.
Yeah.
That have been really good. And I think you're going to be seeing more of me, whether you want to or not.
No, I'm looking forward to it. And even just today, I know we had talked about you coming over for a stream for a little bit, and sickness got in the way or whatever.
We actually did it. Me
being super busy on the weekends, and then finally we had a weekend, and we made it work. And I think it's worked out.
Guys, CPA lives in Canada, guys. I had to drive 16
so
hours
far.
to get
it
here.
Was
16 hours.
Absolutely crazy.
Across
He's
5 different time zones.
He's finally here, eh? It's
I'm
a great time,
now.
eh?
I'm actually moving in, so.
How about that, mate? No, mate. The Canadians don't say mate. I'm outed.
They have like the hardest accent to mimic, actually. I think.
Do they?
Because it's like.
Oh, a boot.
I don't know how to describe a Canadian accent, but it's like it's a little off. Like it's a little. That sounds bad. Not a bad off. It's just like a. I don't know how to describe it, but it's there.
It's like I'm trying to think
like
of a phrase that I can say how's it going there?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Yeah.
Like a little dancey kind of.
It's like the opposite of Southern. It's like there's a Southern accent and there's a Northern accent.
No, that's actually very, very true. But I think Clever Pig is from Canada. So he hides his accent well.
I like the Canadian accent. It's very wholesome.
It is.
And I've noticed it changes depending on where you are. Like Toronto people, they have a little bit of like a little twang. And then I know Macro, he's from more out west. He is a Macro Bricks has an amazing Canadian accent. I like Brick Lover Brad's accent.
Yeah.
It's very hard to notice, but it's
very
like
subtle.
It's like on like I think it's like O's or like A's.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little bit like higher. He kind of goes higher on that, which I like. I like it.
He does the aboot. A very very subtle, but that's the biggest tell.
Yeah.
Is his aboot.
Yeah, guys, America rules the world.
Oh, he tried
America, baby.
Pockets master. He's gonna retype it back. Y'all offending so many people.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, we'll have to save that talk for the ACOB stream. This is a family-friendly production, so I want you all to remember that.
Oh, Brick Adjuster, I love his accent. Same with Brick Zapper, Nick and Maria. Have you met them?
No. I haven't.
We'll meet them next year.
I definitely saw them at Brick World Chicago.
Definitely.
I just didn't meet them. I don't think they've wandered into my chat too much.
They mostly stream. I mean, he puts out a lot of content, but they're known mostly for their streams now.
Yeah.
Full of brick. They should get you on there.
Hey, I'm trying to think. Besides ACOB, I don't think I've been on another stream. Someone reached out to me, a smaller pre-recorded podcast that they upload to like the audio podcast places.
Ooh.
And so they reached out to me because they know I really like, and at this point I guess have a decent amount of experience with the Bricklink Designer Program.
Definitely.
So I should have. It's just been probably like 4 months, but I'm sure they would be down for it.
Oh,
so
like they put it out, like they reached out to
they
you about
reached
it
out like 4 months ago, and I kind of was like, yeah, I'll think about it and let you know. And it was just like busy, like you flash of an eye, flash of a whatever, and we're here.
I don't think I've ever been on a pre-recorded podcast. I've done ACOB twice. This is my second time on the CPA-fol podcast. London Bridge Bricks I've been on twice. Good Morning Brick World twice. And Full of Brick once. I want to hit all the podcasts. One
Nice.
day, One
yeah.
day I will be sitting on a stoop. I mean that. One day you will come out here, or you will come out to my place, or I will come out to you, and I will be sitting on a stoop.
Nice.
I think. I don't know.
Hey.
We'll see. But I love doing podcasts with other people. It's an honor.
Yeah, I mean, you just get to kind of sit there and.
Yeah, it's no work for me. I just get a yap.
No. Yeah. No, that's when it's always nice on being on other people's streams as well. But then it's always nice to come back to my own. Like, I'm already kind of thinking of the next time a better way that I can set up, because setting up the camera is always the hardest part, just because figuring out what way works the best and what look works the best and looks the best. And I think I could even definitely do better than how it is now. So just kind of thinking out loud, like, we might even sit on that side with the camera further back, just to kind of get that blurry background look, that crispy cinematic look.
Well, there's one issue there.
Uh-oh.
That requires me having to do work. I can't mess with the camera. I can't mess with the lights. I can't mess with the microphones.
No, I'm doing all the work.
Moving a table. Oh no. That sounds like I have to do some work. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Probably would have to move the table back like
that'd be good. I'm
tiny
kidding.
bit.
Yeah, CPA was just, I was just sitting here for hours. He took forever to set up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, that's probably why I didn't meet. I didn't go to actually, that's literally the reason I didn't go to the Box of Boys release party, because I was building Brick Cross Station, which is right over there. The very same one. And I have to let you guys know, I did receive the Brick Cross Station a day ago.
What a flex.
So I finally got it. Unfortunately, though, I will be selling it. Do you think it'd go for more or less if I signed it?
Who are you gonna sign it as? Are you signing it as yourself, or put in another person's name?
It would be CPA-fol or CPA. But
this is old Kirk's signature here.
Yeah. He came back to sign this one.
I dug up his grave.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I can say that. Oopsies.
We already ticked off the Kiwis and the Aussies. And the Canadians.
Now it's the Danes.
The Danes are next. Those Danes.
I'm to the list.
Alrighty. Sign it as Brickester. That'd be funny. I wonder if he could give me his permission to forge his signature, if it would be considered a real signature.
Who's Brickester?
The designer of Brick Cross.
Is that like his online name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's I think his real name is on here, actually. Yeah, Marcos Garaveri.
Nice.
He's
I was like,
Spain.
if Brickester is the actual name, I'm like, that's a pretty solid last name to be a Lego designer.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Alrighty. Okay, so I think it's time to cool it down a bit. My voice is getting a little tired.
End it while you're still doing good, right?
Yeah. We don't want to trickle down the viewers. We're already dropping into the upper teens, which, for this stream is kind of low. So we're, but for a normal stream is great. It's amazing. But I just want to thank everyone for stopping by. I want to thank this guy next to me for stopping by on the stream, and everyone in the chat. It's just been great. Just a fun conversation. Really, I know this was kind of a part 2, but like a jumping off point into. I wrote down like 4 different new live stream ideas.
Definitely.
So this could turn into. I might have to make a playlist on YouTube of like the Richie live streams.
We'll be doing more.
Yeah. Because how long are you going to be in this area for? Just so I can kind of mentally plan it out.
May.
Okay. And then then you'll be gone. Okay.
But I might be around until July. Like May at the very least, possibly July. But you know where to find me if not.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I think this is definitely something I enjoy doing. I think it's a good way for me to engage in a different way that I normally don't. I don't really do planned out live streams, but if somebody else has a plan, I can improvise, and I think this is like fun for me where it's like not too much planning, and I'm kind of, I don't know.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
And you don't really have a chance to necessarily think about it. You just got to say the first thing that comes to mind.
I can yap. I know I'm doing. No, but jokes aside, like I think this is gonna be. I think when we partner up, we cook, and I'm honestly really pleased with how we did in person too.
Yeah.
And this more to come for sure.
100%. And yeah, we're about what 2 months before year end, and then of course I go into busy season, but I mean, I'm not gonna be working on Saturday nights, certainly not. So it would be great to take.
And I'm free now on Saturday nights, so
Yeah, it'll be great to take breaks throughout busy season to kind of stay on top of things, stay frosty as it were. So I'm looking forward to what comes of these ideas. If you enjoyed it in the audience, look like a couple people, 10 out of 10 guessed.
Whoa,
Clever Pig.
Whoa,
I don't know if
like that.
He might just be buttering you up to check out his content, but
That's W
hey.
Clever Pig.
Hey, yeah, no, absolutely. So we'll definitely have Richie on back. Maybe next time we can get Cooper his membership, his gifted membership.
Yeah, we have to just tell him not to come.
Or just
We
like
can, like,
go
reach
and
out,
chat
like,
and then
Don't even be around.
leave. Like don't say anything.
Don't come back here until you're a member, Cooper.
Don't
That's a little
don't
mean. That's a little mean.
don't ban those people that are saying awful things in chat, which thankfully doesn't happen. Thankfully it doesn't happen. So, but thank you everyone so much for watching. It was great to chat with Richie, chat with you all, and this will not be the last time. So we'll see you all in the next one.
Peace out.